Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In this video, you will learn on how to use Tenant CRM for property management. Okay, so as you can see right here, I am on my dashboard. So in order for you to create your account, you just have to open any of your web browser and then using the search bar at the top, just search for tenant.com. All right, so we have here now the tenantcloud.com. So just have to sign up for an account. So just simply click on the sign up option. Okay, and then after that, you just have to follow the steps. You can log in with your Google account or your Apple. So you just have to fill out those forms. Then after that, you'll be able to see here now your dashboard. So you just have to choose your plan after that. But don't worry because each plan has 14 days free trial. So that's what I am using right now. Okay, so right here, as you can see at the left side of your screen, you have here your dashboard. So if you want to check your calendar, you just have to go here, and then you have here your calendar where you can see your property and units details, your event, and then the frequency details. All right. Now for the task section, it's still under the dashboard. So if you have tasks, pending tasks, so you just have to go here and you'll be able to see that. And then if you would like to add a new task, just simply click on this one. So of course, since we are managing our property, so it depends on what kind of task that we have here. So for example, door broken. All right, so you have to fix that, and then just have to enter right here the description, and then the date and time of this task. So you have to set a schedule and a deadline. All right, and then you have to assign this to your team, and then of course you have to specify here your property. Then after that, you just have to click on create, and then you have here now your pending task. All right, here on your portfolio section, you have here your properties. So you'd be able to see here the list of your properties. If you'd like to add a property, just simply click on this option. That's right. And then you have here now the details of your property. Of course, you have to upload here a photo of your property. So just simply click on the section, and then you just have to choose your property's photo. All right. And then you have to enter right here the name of your property. Okay, and then of course the details, the year built of your property, the address, the state, region, the zip code, the country, and then the city. And then we have here two property types. So we have the single unit type and then the multi-unit type. So if it is a single unit type, just choose this one, and if it's a multi-unit type, then choose this one right here. And then of course we have here the insurance information. So is this property a manufactured or mobile home? So you just have to answer this question. After that, you just have to type it right here the number of beds, or if it's a studio type, then how many baths. So only one, and then the size of this property. And then of course we have here the market rent, and then the deposit. Okay, and then for the basic amenities, for example, we have here parkings, covered, driveway, garage. So you just have to include that right here. Okay, so we have laundry, air conditioning, and then of course we have here the property features. So you have to add here the property features of your property. For example, we have dishwasher, if it is renovated, fence yard, and then if you would like to add a new feature, then you just have to click on this custom feature. And then we have here the property amenities again. That's right. And then you can also add another amenity. And then for the property attachments, so you can store documents and templates in this section. So after filling out those fields, just have to click on this create option. So make sure that you have filled out everything so you can save your property. Okay, and right here you'll be able to see here your units. So yeah, let's just leave this section for now. All right, so for your units, again, you just have to add here a new unit. All right, so it's just the same to the other details right here. All right, now let's proceed to the contact section. Here to the context section, as you can see, we have tenants and service pros. So let's start with the tenants. So here, of course, you have to add the details of your tenants. So simply click on this add tenant option, or you can import the details of your tenants. I'm just going to click on the add tenant. And then if you have a profile photo of your tenant, of course, you should record that one. So you just have to upload their photo right here. And then, of course, for example, their name. What's their name? Okay, so Anna Lee. All right, and then if they have a middle name, then just have it right here. Okay, and yeah, if you would like to display this one as a company name, then you can toggle this switch on. Okay, and then if they have a company name, then just have to enter right here. So yeah, I just have to go through this fields one by one. All right, and then after that, you just have to click on the create option. Okay, now for this service pros, here you just have to add your service. So simply click on this one. All right, and then you just have to upload here the details of this person. Okay, now for the general information, again, it's just the same. You just have to input right here the details of this person. Okay, now let's proceed to the accounting. Of course, since we are managing our property, it is very important that we should have our accounting section. So we have here transactions, payments, balances, and recurring. So let's start with the transactions. So here in the transaction section, you'd be able to see here the outstanding amount, the paid amount, and then the overdue. Okay, so you have here the money in and the money out section. Okay, so on the money out section, you have here expense invoice, expense payment, recurring expense, bulk change, return deposit, and apply deposit. And in the money in section, we have income invoice, income payment, recurring income, bulk change, deposit, and credit. So you'd be able to see all of those details right here. And now here on the payment section, as you can see, you have here the paid income. So you'd be able to see here the total amount of the funds received, and then here the total amount of funds paid, and then the total amount funds refunded or returned. So you have that right here. All right. Now on the balances section, as you can see, okay, we have to upgrade our plan in order for us to access this feature. All right. So now let's proceed to the maintenance. Here we have requests, request board, and recurring. So basically, the Tenant Cloud CRM is helpful because it keeps all your rental property tasks in one place, making it easier to manage tenants, collect rent, track maintenance requests, and keep records organized. So instead of juggling spreadsheets, calls, and messages, everything is stored in one system, which saves time, reduces mistakes, and makes communication between landlords and tenants smoother. So that's it for this video. If you think this video helped you solve your concern, please subscribe, like this video, and leave your comment below. Bye.